Here with the most controversial man in boxing, Johnny Ortiz. What's good, Johnny?
Cool. You caught me outside of my boxing element. You know, came to meet up with me. Just did a heavy workout, but yeah, I definitely want to introduce
You
y'all.
looked ass, by the way.
You said what?
You looked ass in the workout.
Damn, like
it was
damn.
bad.
No, I did good. I did good. I survived. That's all that matters. I survived.
You should get a shirt that says I survived.
Yeah, I survived it, man. Shout out to Julian who worked this out. But yeah, I definitely want to introduce y'all to the best women's guard in the country. You know, I said that shit. And when it comes to everything, I don't care if it's WNBA and NCAA, she's a top guard. And, you know, she got all types of records. I'm going to introduce y'all to ncaa.
Hi, it's great to be here. I appreciate you.
She all acting shy.
No. It was a great workout. You survived.
How bad did you look?
You know, for your first time, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't terrible.
At least I got a compliment.
She doing that because she your people's. Like, it was bad. It was bad. But we gonna get it together this summer. Look, Johnny's witnessed me struggle during workouts before, so.
This ain't boxing. It's different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Wow. So, number 5 rated player coming out of high school, McDonald's All-American, ACC Player of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year. You've had a really, really successful 2 years. Did you envision it coming out of high school, it going like this?
Nah, I don't think I had any expectation of like what my life would look like after high school, or you know, even going into college or anything like that. You know, I was thankful to God for the blessings that He's given me and the talent that He's given me, and I just go out and play and have fun, and whatever came when it came.
Okay. Why Notre Dame?
Yeah, I get this question a lot. And as simple as Coach Ivy, you know, like throughout the recruitment process, it's a lot. Like as a top recruited athlete, like it's a lot when you have a lot of coaches coming at you, a lot of schools, and you gotta ask outside sources like, yo, what about this coach? What about this program? So, you know, I asked around and I heard the same thing from many different people that Coach Ivy is the same person. Like what you see is what you're gonna get. I trusted in her vision, and you know, I went there. She recruited me the same throughout the whole entire process, and I appreciated that.
From Merchantville to Indiana.
Yeah.
That's a big, like, even though Jersey can be country, you know,
Absolutely.
but that's a big jump.
It is.
Like, what was the adjustment like?
It was different, you know, because I'm used to being able to just go out and do whatever, being able to go out to this store, that store, and it's like, okay, is this in here? Is it not? So it's a little different. It's a little more lively in Jersey, of course. But I have a great support system, so I had great people around me that kind of kept me focused. And then when you have basketball in school, it's like you don't really have all that time to be able to do this and that.
Johnny, how good is she?
When you talk about guards, if I had to say, like, if I had to compare a game, I'm not comparing her game to one woman, she reminded me of, like, Allen Iverson that plays defense.
Not just the passing lanes?
No, she's not just, she a dog. She'll guard you up. Like, I watched her guard people up. How many steals you average? You had the most steals in what country?
Yeah, I was leading the country.
Yeah, she definitely, ACC, she should have definitely won Defensive Player of the Year. Only 5'6", and being able to dog up guards that's like 6 foot and outplaying all the best players. Every matchup she mainly won. Since I knew about Hannah since she was in high school, to me, when it comes around her size, she's definitely the best guard to ever do it. That's how I personally say it.
I heard that comparison a couple times.
With
AI
mixed with, like, you shoot better than Westbrook, but you got that Westbrook dog in you.
Yeah,
like,
he's a
you
dog.
just, like, you get the rebounds, and like, that's who I would, if I had to say, compare it to. And she's definitely, like, keep an eye on her. She's a dog.
It's crazy because her temperament, like, she's shy and you know what I mean? But then when you watch her play, it's like she just goes in the booth and then, you know, turns into Superman or Superwoman.
No, definitely. No, she's all around just tough, but when you get in that court, it's a whole different, like, everybody opts to her. You can see it in her eyes, like, I'm gonna go at you. So that's how she is. When it comes to basketball, to me, she's a top player.
How high is the ceiling?
Selling to wherever she wanted to be. You gotta think about it. Just like she said, she didn't envision her being first year, breaking all types of Notre Dame records from first to second year, already getting the ball and being the main scorer. Is however she wants to, and however she puts it into the universe, she accomplished it.
What's your thoughts when you hear people speak about you in that way?
I think it's a blessing, honestly. Just like knowing what you know, like for me knowing what I have in myself, but then for other people to be able to witness it and see it and kind of recognize it, especially growing up, you know, being an underdog, you know, I'm the shortest on the court and everybody's like, she's not going past D2. So like, you know, a whole bunch of people doubted. So now that a lot of people are able to kind of recognize it and, you know, being able to say like she's one of the best in the country is honestly just a blessing to be in this position.
Not one of the best. The best.